Yo, what's going on, guys? Your boy Montana, and in this video, we are coming at you guys with another mini ebook. This is going to be coming out of the spread playbook. It's probably one of the most toxic playbooks I think I've ever hopped in. So we're only going to go over one of the formations because I feel like it was very, very easy to sit there and kind of like move the ball downfield and actually score on the opponents when calling this playbook. It was fairly easy. Now, before I get into it, if you guys are new to the channel, do not forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, comment down below, hit that noti bell so you guys never miss a video. And if you got nothing to say down below, comment FTA, stands for the algorithm, and it helps push these videos to more and more people. Now, mini ebook Monday. Every Monday we are dropping a new ebook in a different formation, in a different playbook, and this playbook is going to be in the spread playbook. Now, the problem with the spread playbook, in my opinion, is there are way too many shotgun formations in it. So I had to find the one that I was the most comfortable in. So hopefully you guys can be comfortable in it as well. And that is going to be the tight slot open formation. Now let me go ahead and exit the scene real quick so you guys can see exactly the formation that we're looking at. Very, very easy formation. And the best part about it is I think spread out of this playbook is actually fairly solid. And I actually found like a very good cover 3 beater out of it. But again, you got a lot of RPOs in the spread halfback week. You can audible into the spread flex. You can audible straight over to double stack and to the monster formation and whatever else that you guys want to audible into. There's a lot of different formations in this playbook. I chose the tight slot open simply because it felt very easy to move the ball, and it's just a frustrating formation for a lot of people to get comfortable playing against. So audibles, the only 3 audibles that really matter to me are RPO zone peak, bench, and PA read. These are going to be the main plays that we're coming out in. This can also, you can actually put the other run that's in this playbook as your other audible, because for the most part you're going to be able to sit there and utilize everything from those same plays, or you could just pretty much come out with the play that we're coming out in every single down, and that's going to be Aggie. Aggie is huge to this playbook, and I'll explain why literally right now. Again, if you guys have watched any of the mini ebook videos, every single ebook that we're dropping this late in the game is going to be centered around Hot Route Master and a throw velocity ability. So if you guys don't have Pass Lead Elite or Hot Route Master, you're missing out. You are literally putting yourself at a disadvantage because those are the 2 best abilities if you are passing in Madden Ultimate Team. Now, the reason why I mentioned Aggie being the most important play, and that's going to be the play that we're going to be coming out in, is because if we're coming out in if we're facing any cover 3 or man coverage, so let's just hop into a random cover 3 play on the defensive side. I gotta find one that doesn't have like any matching principles and stuff. But if you guys are playing anybody that's calling any kind of cover 3, let's go ahead and put these guys in their respective zones here. Aggie is going to double as a cover 3 beater. So because we have Hot Route Master, we're going to be able to take O, put him on a deep post, take X, put him on a streak, and then the other 2 guys you can pretty much max protect, and all of a sudden you have a cover 3 beater. Fairly simple and easy to do. As you can see, look at O, get wide open over the top of the defense. Yes, he has deep zone KO. That is the Ring of Honor Troy Polamalu, and as you can see, we're getting over the top. So this is also an offense that doesn't really need to have you don't really need to be on a specific side for this either, because if you go on this side here and the Aggie side is to the left side, you also have a cover 3 beater on the other side with the PA read play. So we're going to put this guy on a streak, put X on a corner, and then put O on any route. Let's just put him on an out route, I guess. And then same thing that happened with the other play. As you can see, square is going to break up. Actually, square just got bumped the entire way over. So let's run that back one more time real quick. So put that up. Let me go back into PA read. Put that guy on a streak. Put him on a smoke screen, I guess. And we're going to take these guys and just make sure that no one's going crazy with the block sheds here. So watch square break open. Look at square wide open. We blew past it. Now our X route didn't drag Troy Polamalu over, but that is pretty much going to be the case. You're simply just creating a cover 3 beater on both sides. So you have our corner route here that's distracting this corner from coming down, so it keeps him there, and then the streak here is actually supposed to bring this guy over. Unfortunately, Troy Polamalu was too good, and my pass lead wasn't far far enough to the right side. So again, there's 2 cover 3 beaters on both sides of the field if you have Hot Route Master on your field. So once again, if you're running the Aggie version, which is the play that we're going to be coming out in almost every single time, if you're running that version, make sure that that guy is on the short side of the field, the stock corner route, and then you're going to go ahead and put those guys in their routes like this. It's going to look just like this. And if you guys want to do anything extra with the tight end and the running back, you're more than welcome to do so. Just make sure that they're not going on any routes that are going up the field. So one more time for the cover 3. Let's see if we can get over the toxic whatchamacallits. And as you can see, the guy's open, but we do have knockouts on the field. So if you don't end up having that guy, having the time to throw that route open, then it's going to be a little bit frustrating. Now let's get into the few plays that I'm not gonna lie, I didn't run too many plays when it came to this, but for Aggie, there are a couple setups that you guys might want to run. And the only thing that really stood out was the cover 3 beater, and we already went over that. So what we're going to do is we're going to call timeout and hop into the PA read play, because that play is, there's a lot more setups for this play. And I'm just going to call random defenses here so you guys could see the setups for everything. And one of the main reasons why this is a setup here is simply because what we're going to do is we're going to max protect, and we're going to take square, and we're going to put him in a post route. This is going to be one of the setups that you guys are going to be able to run if they are blitzing super heavy. So one of the main things a lot of people are struggling with is the 4-3-6-1 meta, where a lot of people are, sending a lot of pressure and a lot of heat. This is going to be one of those plays that creates a flood concept. And as you can see, we end up getting an under pressure there, but it creates a flood concept with the zig, the streak going over the top, the fade going over the top, and then we're putting our own post route on the field, making our life a little bit easier with it. Square should break open. We have a man, boom, knockout happens. That's just the reality of Madden. But as you can see, the guy was wide open. So let's go ahead and showcase the instant replay on that so you guys can see. Against man coverage, this guy, he ends up open, and he is open, but obviously with the KO meta, it obviously, these are route KOs, by the way. These are not zone KOs, so you're not even going to have to deal with the route KOs, because I think I'm the only person in Madden that's actually running man coverage. But as you can see, that is a very, very easy setup. Now, setup number 2 that you guys can run when it comes to this is we're going to go ahead and take the tight end, and we're going to put him in a post route. Pretty much, you can run this play absolutely stock, and then you can take square. You can actually put him on an out route and make it look just like this. And now you have 2 man beaters, or you can put that guy that's on an out route in a zig. So now we have a double zig and a post coming in between the field. And obviously you're going to pick your poison when it comes to this. You guys can go ahead and screenshot this. And again, if they are in man coverage, look, we have 2 guys that end up breaking open. Now the KO didn't even matter at that point, but as you can see, we got the separation that we needed on 2 different ends. So let's go ahead and showcase the instant replay on that. So we got the fade over the top. We got the double zigs working overtime. He's wide open. This guy actually usually ends up more open than this, but I think because the safety's coming down on this, he ends up pretty much playing it by the time he ends up breaking out of his route. And then this route here. And then obviously, if the fade ends up open, you're going to end up tossing that fade over the top, especially if you have a couple of abilities that make your life a little bit easier, like the deep out elite and things of that nature. That's going to help you out a lot. Now, let's hop over to bench. And bench, this is something that a lot of people need to learn how to get comfortable with, because I feel like this is a very good concept that a lot of pro players run, is simply just running a situation like this, where you're running double drags. Actually, with O, you can do whatever you want with O. You can put them on a comeback route, doesn't matter. But I think this is a very, very good setup for a lot of you guys that are struggling against some of the pro level meta. So we're going to put the running back on a streak coming out of the backfield, put that slot receiver on a post route or a crosser, obviously dealer's choice, whatever you guys want to do with them. Put the outside guy on, well, you can either do this. Let's put the tight end on a drag instead, because he'll end up getting more separation, and then put the outside receiver on a streak, which is going to create a flood concept on that side. Plus we have a flood concept with the drag with the corner route, if that's what you want to do. And if you don't want this route here to be a comeback, if you do have Hot Route Master, you can put him on a C route. And as you can see, there's a lot of different options that you guys can do with this, and it makes your life a lot easier. And let's just go ahead and call hike real quick. See if we can get a nice read here. Ugh, blind, but we caught it. That's all that matters. But again, I'm going to showcase the instant replay on this so we can go over the read progressions when it comes to this. So obviously, number one read progression is going to be the tight end. That's going to be number one. And obviously, you have the flood concept here. And then this kind of took a little too long to get out of the backfield for some reason. As you can see, he kind of gets jumbled up there. He should already be pretty much where this guy is, forcing these guys to kind of run backwards. But unfortunately, the way that the play worked, it didn't work out the way that we wanted to. So let's go ahead and do that one more time. And this time we're actually going to put him on a crosser instead of the drag, just to see if we can get a different level of separation there. Running back out of the backfield, the tight end is open, so we're going to quickly throw that. It's going to hit our guy in the head. So one more time. And this is one of those plays that you guys can actually call it out of any play that you guys want, because we're making all of these hot routes ourselves. So let's do that one more time. X is open. Let's go ahead and launch that. Boom. Beautiful route. And again, the quicker that you're able to make your reads, the better your playbook is going to be, and the more consistent you are going to be on offense. But again, let's showcase the instant replay on that. So this time he actually didn't get crossed up too far. So again, one of the reasons the tight end also drags and sometimes hits if they are in man coverage. This route randomly beats man coverage as well. That's why it's always good to have hot route master. And then we have the post that comes across the field. And as you can see, we got so much separation there that we're able to hit that without any issues going across the field. These are going to absolutely destroy zone coverages, by the way. These are all zone coverage destroyers. The drag is going to beat man coverage and the post is going to beat man coverage. So we have two routes that we're going to be able to throw against man coverage that is going to help you guys out tremendously. And that's pretty much it. That's all I used for the ebook. That's all I use to win a Super Bowl, is pretty much cover three beaters on both sides of the ball. And I think that's probably what makes this playbook so good. And then that bench concept where we're simply running the running back out of the backfield and calling it a day there. It just helps you out tremendously to make sure that we have those reads on deck. Now, the last thing that I'm going to talk about is the run play. And this is something that I actually don't even usually go over. But one thing that happens when you guys are running the RPO zone peak is wherever this gentleman here, and it's not a Pony Montana video without the squigglies. So that wherever the P is, that's going to pretty much determine where you're throwing or running the ball. So if he's closer to the running back or if he's in the middle of the field, well, we're not going to focus on throwing it here because he's going to be right there to read that. He's going to lurk that route nonstop. And in this point in time, if we're talking about hot route master being on the offense, well, you also have to account for guys like this and guys like JJ Watt here who have run stuffer and inside stuffs and all that type of stuff when it comes to this. But the best part about this is because of that, the peak is going to the pitch option or the pass option is going to be open a lot of the times because of where we have our pitch key. So you see how the pitch key is now towards the right side? Well, this guy should still have enough time to break open away from this guy who's supposed to be guarding it. It's kind of glitchy and it really, really helps you guys out. But as you can see, once again, he ends up open. And if we can make a couple guys miss, we're going to go ahead and score touchdowns very, very easily when it comes to that. So once again, you see the P on top of that guy that's in the middle, one of the middle linebackers. Well, we're pretty much going to always be able to throw it out here for a couple yards, potentially a lot more depending on how tight the defense is playing. So again, one more time. Oh, that time man coverage actually played that. And that's one of those times that we're supposed to keep it with the running back is against man coverage. But against anything else, against any kind of zone, which a lot of people like to play, we're going to sit there and slow roll and pretty much knock their defense back the entire time. So if we think they're in zone coverage, we're going to go ahead and peek it every time and throw that R1 route almost every single time. That time they were in man coverage, but the safeties were a little bit back. This time, again, not in man cover. Excuse me. They were in man coverage. As you can see, the guy ended up creeping down. So we kept the ball. This is another. Oh, actually, that didn't look like man coverage, but we're simply handing the ball off, making sure that we're able to get some runs there, making our life a little bit easier. This looks like zone. So we throw it. Boom. Try to make a man miss. Couldn't make a man miss, but as you can see, we still got a decent amount of yardage there, and it just makes our life 10 times easier. I promise you, this was probably one of the easiest playbooks for me to run, And as you can see, we're able to run the ball. We're able to pass the ball. We got a high volume offense. And let's go ahead and end it off with a cover 3 beater just for the video to end on a positive note. So let's go ahead and call the PA read one. And we're going to call cover 3 Sky on the defensive side of the ball. And forget it, because we're on the left side. We're going to go ahead and call that Aggie. And I put everybody to block. So let's go ahead and bomb it over the top one time for all right, I'm done. My name is Pony Montana. Hopefully you guys appreciate this mini ebook. It is a Monday, so of course mini ebook Monday will be going strong until Madden 25 or whatever they choose to call it. My name is Pony Montana. I will see you guys in the next one. And as always, 2 fingers, deuces, and 1 second. I gotta go for it one more time. I'm sorry. I have to. I like, for the sake of the video, I have to go for it one more time. You know what? Just for the sake of the video, I'm bombing it. I don't care. I don't care. We're gonna bomb it. Oh, he didn't get bumped. He didn't get bumped. And okay. I will see you guys in the next one. And as always, 2 fingers, deuces, and peace out, you guys.